Elon Musk is a well-known businessman. He is the founder of companies like Tesla, which makes electric cars, and SpaceX, which builds rockets to send people and things into space. Many people admire him for his creativity and his ability to change the world through technology. But one day, Elon Musk made an announcement that surprised everyone. He said that he was going to start a new political party. This announcement caught the attention of millions of people, especially because Musk had always been seen as a businessman, not a politician. Elon Musk's decision to start a political party was not something that many people expected. After all, Musk was famous for his work in technology, not for being involved in politics. But he believed that the country needed a change. He felt that the two main political parties, the Democrats and the Republicans, were not working for the people. Instead of focusing on what was best for the country, they seemed more focused on their own interests. Musk believed that it was time for something new. So, Musk decided to create the America Party. This new party would be different from the two main parties. It would represent the people in the middle, those who felt that the Democrats and Republicans did not represent them well. Many Americans felt that they were ignored by both sides, so Musk's goal was to create a party that would listen to everyone and work for everyone. Why did Musk want to create a new political party? To understand this, we need to know about a law that was passed recently. The law was very controversial, and Musk did not like it at all. The law was introduced by the Republican Party, and it was called the Big Beautiful Bill. The law included many changes, especially related to taxes and how the government spends money. Musk was upset because he thought that the law would hurt the country in the long run. The law included a lot of tax cuts for businesses and individuals. On the surface, this might sound like a good thing. Who doesn't want to pay less tax? But the law also included cuts to many important programs that help people. For example, the law cut funding for Medicaid, which helps poor people pay for their health care. It also cut money for food assistance programs, which help families buy food. Musk believed that these cuts would hurt many people, especially those who needed help the most. But there was one part of the law that really upset Musk. The law reduced support for clean energy. Musk is very passionate about green energy, and his companies, like Tesla and SpaceX, work to promote clean energy sources. For Musk, this part of the law was a big problem. He felt that the government should be supporting clean energy, not cutting it. Musk thought that cutting support for clean energy would hurt the planet and slow down progress in the fight against climate change. Musk's dislike for the new law was the main reason why he decided to get involved in politics. He felt that the current system was broken. The two main parties were not listening to the people, and they were not making the right decisions. Musk believed that a new party could make a real difference. He knew that it would be difficult to change the system, but he thought it was worth trying. When Musk announced that he was starting the America Party, many people were shocked. Some were excited about the idea, thinking that a new party could bring fresh ideas to the political system. Others were more skeptical, wondering if Musk could really change anything. After all, starting a new political party in the United States is not easy. For more than 100 years, America has only had two major political parties. It is hard for a third party to succeed, and many people thought that Musk would face many challenges, but Musk believed that he could succeed. He had a lot of money, and he had a lot of influence through his social media platform. X is a very powerful tool because it allows Musk to speak directly to millions of people. He didn't need to rely on traditional news outlets to get his message out. Instead, he could use X to share his ideas and connect with people who felt the same way. Musk's decision to start the America Party was not just about the law or the new policies. It was about making a bigger change. Musk wanted to create a political movement that would focus on the issues that matter to ordinary people. He wanted a government that would be fiscally responsible, not wasteful. He wanted a government that would support clean energy and work to protect the environment. Musk believed that the current political system was not doing enough, and he felt that it was time for a change. In the beginning, many people were curious about Musk's new political party. Some people were excited about the idea of having a third party that would represent the middle. Others were more cautious, wondering if a new party could really make a difference. But for Musk, the important thing was that he was doing something. He was taking action, and he was trying to make the country better. Musk knew that it wouldn't be easy. Changing the political system is a big challenge. But he also knew that if he didn't try, nothing would ever change. For Musk, the decision to start the America Party was a bold move. It was a way for him to take his passion for change to the next level. It wasn't just about business anymore. It was about the future of the country and the world. As Musk moved forward with his plans, many people continued to watch closely. Would his new party succeed? Could he really make a difference in American politics? Only time would tell, but one thing was clear. Musk was ready to make his mark on the political world, and he wasn't afraid to face the challenges ahead. The Big Beautiful Bill was a new law that caused a lot of debate in the United States. The law was introduced by the Republican Party, and it proposed many changes to how the government would run the country. It focused mainly on taxes and how the government would spend money. At first, the law seemed like it could help the country, especially with tax cuts. Many people were happy to hear that taxes would be lower for businesses and people. But there was more to this law than just the tax cuts. The new law made big changes to how people pay taxes. It cut taxes for businesses, which meant they would pay less money to the government. For example, businesses could keep more of the money they earned, which some people thought was a good thing. The law also made changes for regular people. It said that people would pay less tax on certain types of income, like tips or extra hours of work. Some people believed that the tax cuts would help them save money and improve their lives. However, the law also made cuts in areas that would affect people who needed help the most. For example, it took away money from important programs like Medicaid, which helps poor people pay for their health care. The law also cut money for food assistance programs, which help families buy food. These programs are very important for people who are struggling. By cutting the funding for these programs, many people would lose the support they needed to survive. One of the biggest problems with the new law, as Musk saw it, was the way it dealt with green energy. Musk is known for his work in promoting clean energy through his companies like Tesla and SolarCity. Tesla makes electric cars, and SolarCity helps people install solar panels to use the power of the sun. For Musk, green energy is very important. He believes that clean energy is the future of the planet. But this new law reduced government support for clean energy. It took away money that was being used to help people buy electric cars and to support companies that make energy from the sun or wind. This upset Musk because he knew that without support for clean energy, it would be harder for the country to fight climate change and protect the environment. Musk saw this as a serious problem. His companies, Tesla and SolarCity, depend on clean energy to succeed. The new law, by cutting support for green energy, was not just bad for the planet, but it was also bad for his businesses. Musk had spent many years building Tesla and working to make electric cars popular. He had worked hard to show that clean energy could be both good for the planet and good for business. But now, this new law was threatening all the progress that had been made. Musk didn't stay quiet about his feelings. He went to his social media platform, X, and shared his thoughts with the world. He called the new law insane and disgusting. He told his followers to contact their politicians and tell them to stop the bill. Musk believed that the law was bad for the country and that it would hurt many people, especially those who needed help the most. He also felt that the law would hurt the environment and make it harder for the United States to lead the world in clean energy. Musk's criticism of the bill quickly became a public fight, and it put him in direct conflict with President Donald Trump. Before this, Musk and Trump had been political allies. Musk had supported Trump in the 2020 election, and Trump had even given Musk a government job. Musk was asked to lead a group called the Department of Government Efficiency. This group was supposed to find ways to make the government spend less money and work more efficiently. But when the new law came up, Musk couldn't support it. He did not agree with the way the law was cutting important programs and reducing support for clean energy. This disagreement caused a big break between Musk and Trump. Musk's public opposition to the law surprised many people. It was a very bold move for someone who had previously supported the president. But Musk felt that it was the right thing to do. He believed that the law was bad for the country, bad for the environment, and bad for the future of clean energy. He didn't want to stay silent when he knew that the law would hurt many people. Musk was willing to risk his relationship with Trump and his position in the government because he thought that the country needed to make better choices. As the fight between Musk and Trump became more public, people began to pay attention. The news spread quickly, and many people started to question whether the new law was really a good idea. Some people agreed with Musk and thought that the law was a mistake. Others believed that the tax cuts would help the economy and create jobs. The debate grew bigger, and it became clear that this was not just about a law anymore. It was about the future of the country, the role of the government, and the direction that the United States would take. Musk's opposition to the law was just one part of his bigger plan to change the political system. He was not just fighting against this particular law. He was fighting for a new way of thinking about government and politics. Musk believed that the government should focus on helping regular people, protecting the environment, and supporting new technologies that could improve life for everyone. He believed that the two main parties, the Democrats and the Republicans, were not doing enough to make these changes. That is why he decided to start the America Party, a new political movement that would focus on fiscal responsibility, environmental protection, and support for new, clean technologies. In the end, the Big Beautiful Bill was more than just a law. It was a turning point for Musk. It made him realize that the political system in the United States needed a change. He could not sit by and watch as important programs were cut and the environment was ignored. Musk's decision to oppose the law was the beginning of his journey into politics, a journey that would challenge everything he knew about the American political system. Elon Musk's decision to enter politics was a big moment for the United States. After his strong opposition to the Big Beautiful Bill, Musk realized that he could do more than just criticize the government. He wanted to make a real change. He believed that the current two-party system in America was broken. For over 100 years, the country had been run by just two major parties, the Democrats and the Republicans. Musk thought that neither of these parties truly represented the needs of the American people. Both sides seemed to focus on their own interests, and Musk believed it was time for something new. That's when he decided to create the America Party, a new political movement. Musk wanted to build a party that would represent the people in the middle, the ones who felt ignored by both the Democrats and Republicans. He wanted a party that would listen to everyone, not just the extreme ends of politics. Musk knew that starting a new political party would not be easy, but he was determined to try. Musk had some advantages that made him different from other people who had tried to create new political parties in the past. First of all, he had a lot of money. Musk was one of the richest men in the world, and his wealth could help fund the America Party. Most new parties in the United States fail because they don't have enough money to run successful campaigns. But Musk's wealth gave him the chance to put a lot of resources into his new party. Another advantage Musk had was his control over X, the social media platform. Musk could use X to speak directly to millions of people, sharing his ideas and plans without needing the approval of traditional news outlets. This was a powerful tool that most politicians didn't have. Musk could connect with his followers instantly and rally support for his party. His ability to reach so many people through X made him a powerful force in the world of politics. Musk's goal with the America Party was clear. He wanted to focus on fiscal responsibility, which means being careful with the country's money. The government, according to Musk, needed to stop spending so much money on unnecessary things. Instead, it should focus on making the country stronger, improving the environment, and supporting clean energy technologies like the ones Musk promoted with Tesla and SpaceX. He wanted the government to make smarter choices, to be more efficient, and to focus on things that would help the average person. But starting a new political party in America was not easy. The two-party system had been in place for so long that it seemed impossible for a new party to break through. Many people didn't think a third party could succeed because it would be difficult to get enough votes. In America's election system, only the party that wins the most votes gets power. This makes it hard for smaller parties to get any influence. However, Musk had a plan to overcome this challenge. He knew that starting a new party wasn't enough on its own. To make a real impact, he had to work within the existing system, too. Instead of just focusing on creating the America Party, Musk also started supporting politicians who shared his views. These were people who believed in fiscal responsibility and the importance of clean energy. Musk wanted to help these politicians get elected, even if they were part of the Democratic or Republican parties. One politician Musk supported was Thomas Massie, a Republican from Kentucky. Massie had spoken out against the new law, and he shared many of Musk's views on the government's spending problem. Musk saw Massie as someone who could make a real difference, and he decided to use his money and influence to support Massie's campaign. Musk's support gave Massie a better chance of winning and helped send a message to other politicians that there was a new way to approach politics. Musk's plan was not just about winning elections. It was about changing the way politics worked. He wanted to build a movement that focused on the future, not the past. Musk believed that the United States needed to focus on things that could improve the country, like clean energy and smart government spending. He knew that these issues were important for the future, and he wanted to make sure that people in power would pay attention to them. Over time, Musk's actions started to make an impact. More and more people were paying attention to his ideas. His influence was growing, and people began to ask whether a third party could really change the system. Could the America Party succeed in breaking the two-party system? Could it bring new ideas and solutions to the table? Musk believed that anything was possible if the people wanted it. The future of the America Party was uncertain, but Musk had made a strong start. He had the money, the influence, and the ideas to make a difference. He was already changing the conversation in American politics, and his new approach was attracting attention. Whether or not the America Party would become a major political force was still unclear. But one thing was certain: Musk was not going to give up. He believed in the power of new ideas, and he was determined to see them through. In the years to come, Musk's impact on American politics could be even bigger. The elections of 2026 and 2028 would be key moments to see whether his vision could become a reality. Would the country embrace a new way of thinking about government? Could a new political party change the direction of the United States? Only time would tell, but Musk's journey into politics was just beginning, and the world was watching closely. In conclusion, Elon Musk's journey into politics was a surprising twist for many. Known for his work in business and technology, Musk decided to take a bold step and challenge the existing political system in the United States. His decision to create the America Party came after he strongly disagreed with the Big Beautiful Bill, a new law that he believed would harm the country. The law cut taxes for businesses and individuals, but also took away funding for important programs like healthcare for low-income families and clean energy initiatives. Musk, who built his career around clean energy with companies like Tesla and SpaceX, saw this as a step backward for both the environment and the future of the country. Musk's criticism of the bill put him at odds with President Donald Trump, his former ally. What started as a partnership quickly turned into a public and bitter disagreement. Musk used his wealth and influence to start the America Party, aiming to create a political movement that would focus on the people in the middle, those who felt left out by both the Democrats and Republicans. Through his social media platform, X, Musk was able to connect directly with millions of people, spreading his ideas and gaining support. Despite the challenges of creating a new political party in a country with a long history of two-party rule, Musk's efforts show the power of new ideas and the importance of standing up for what you believe in. Whether or not the America Party succeeds is still uncertain, but Musk's journey teaches us the importance of taking action and using our resources to make a difference. It also highlights the need for fresh thinking in politics, especially when the system no longer seems to represent the needs of the people. The lesson from Musk's story is simple but powerful. Never be afraid to challenge the status quo. If you see something that isn't right, don't sit back and do nothing. Like Musk, you can use your voice, your skills, and your influence to create change. In your own life, whether it's at work, school, or in your community, always look for ways to improve things and make a positive impact. Sometimes, the smallest actions can lead to big changes. Congratulations on improving your English by listening to this entire story. You've done a great job in practicing your listening and comprehension skills, and I hope you learned something new along the way. Now, let's test your understanding with a small quiz. Question: what did Elon Musk disagree with in the Big Beautiful Bill? Are the tax cuts for businesses and individuals? B, the support for clean energy? Please comment your answer below with A or B. And don't forget to share your thoughts. We love hearing from you. Also, if you enjoyed this story and want more content to help you learn English, please subscribe to our channel. Your support means a lot to us and helps us create more valuable content for you. If you'd like to support us even more, consider donating. Starting a channel and producing quality content takes time and resources, and your donations help us keep improving and delivering useful lessons for you. Thank you for being a part of our learning journey.